Hey guys, in this video we're going to go over the lawsuit that was just filed against KUCOIN, why KASPA went down in price, where the price could go, and why it is so important to store our crypto on a cold storage wallet and not leave it on exchanges. But first, I want to welcome you all back to Freeman Finance and Crypto, where if it makes money, it makes sense. We've had over 1,000 subscribers in the last 28 days, and I'm grateful for every single one of you. If you are not one of those 1,000 people, please pause the video, subscribe, and welcome to the Freeman and Finance family. So let's get into what this was. KUCOIN and its founders face criminal charges over money laundering violations. These are all allegations at this point, but the U.S. prosecutors has filed criminal charges against KUCOIN and two of its founders, accusing the global cryptocurrency exchange of violating United States anti-money laundering laws. So this made the price of KASPA go down because KUCOIN is one of the biggest holders of KASPA as far as exchanges go. And we'll also look at what happened to the KUCOIN token. And I think this is very, very important for everyone to realize why we do not leave our cryptocurrency on exchanges. It is very, very dangerous, and there is people already having problems, some of them resolved, some of them not resolved, with transferring KASPA and possibly other tokens off of KUCOIN. And this can happen to any exchange at all. That's why it is so important we protect our crypto with a good cold storage wallet such as Tangem. This is the KASPA Tangem collab. I will have 10% off for all of you via promo code Freeman. I'll have it in the description and in the pinned comment. But none of this is a sales pitch at all. This is because I truly care about y'all, and I want your KASPA to be cold storage. My KASPA is currently cold storage. It doesn't matter if all exchanges go down. But we're going to look at in this video where I think the price could go, why it has kind of went down, and what my plans are. And then we're also going to review problems people are having with exchanging their KASPA or withdrawing their KASPA. So as we can see, KUCOIN hit by 200 million of withdrawal surge after the DOJ charges. So that is to be, expected. When any kind of lawsuit comes down, any kind of bad news period, it is expected to see a big bank run, for lack of better words. That's when everyone comes to withdraw at the same exact time. Is there the liquidity available? Is there not? And of course, KUCOIN wants to provide the liquidity because it makes their exchange look better and more reputable. But look at this, mass stablecoin withdrawals on KUCOIN exchange. So as you can see, mass ERC20 stablecoin withdrawals off of KUCOIN. It went from 1.2 billion down to almost 1 billion. So that is 200 million withdrawn almost instantaneously. So there's a lot of liquidity needed to be provided by KUCOIN. Well, so let's look at what happened to the price of KASPA and also the Q token, because I think that that's important to look at. But KASPA today, while the rest of the market is doing very good, KASPA went from 14 cents, 15 cents, which I already think is undervalued, down, and it hit a low of 13.5 so 13.5 cents almost. And so I think these are good opportunities for people who believe in KASPA long term. We can't forget what is KASPA. Just because somebody that owns a lot of KASPA has something bad happen, that does not mean it's a bad project. It also does not mean that it cannot go lower. Okay, but we have to watch this very closely. None of this is ever financial advice, but this is what I'm doing. I'm watching it very closely to see what news comes out over the next couple days. How low could it go? Because as we can see here, people are having problems. It looks like KUCOIN is moving massive amounts of funds to their cold storage from their cold storage to hot wallets to get withdrawals back on again. And that's expected because they want to have their, they want to be reputable and stuff like that. But this is a problem because the U.S. withdrawals ramped up to the point to where we can't withdraw KASPA from KUCOIN. If these were already on a cold storage wallet, it would not be a problem, guys. And this is all throughout the KASPA Reddit of people talking about them not being able to withdraw. It is literally all over it. And so I believe it's a good price, but when people can't withdraw, it's basically worthless. It's basically your money is put on someone else's books and you do not have control over it. Not your keys, not your crypto. But where could KASPA go? So I did not believe it could hit this 8-cent mark until we started having bad news. Bad news can cause people in life always overreact, guys. They overreact on the good side of things and they overreact on the bad side of things. And so I could see people getting scared and selling off. Now, I don't necessarily think it'll hit 8.5 cents, but I would be looking for a pullback, and that is personally what I'm doing, and I'm going to continue to buy. Because why? Because I know KASPA is the fastest layer 1 decentralized blockchain in all of crypto. I know and I believe, I have conviction that it is the best peer-to-peer and transaction form of payment in all of crypto. I know that there is the Rust protocol just released, and that's going to increase from 1 block per second to 10 blocks per second, and eventually targeting 32 to 100 blocks per second. Bitcoin has 1 block per 10 minutes. This is truly the KASPA silver to Bitcoin's gold. So whenever there's bad news, there's FUD. Even if the fear, uncertainty, and doubt is, it's credited. When you have a major exchange, getting charges filed against them when they hold it, it is necessary to think that. And so as you can see here, the number 2 and 4, these are two different trading, USD Tether versus Bitcoin. But so 2 and 4 is KUCOIN in volume of KASPA transactions. So it makes sense as to why the price dropped. And if you look at the KUCOIN token, so KASPA is down 6%. If you look at the KUCOIN token, it's down 12%. And if you look at this time, right here, 9:55 a.m., boom, it all happened around the same time, 9:55. This was more of a slow bleed, but it still happened over about an hour. And so let's now look at what KUCOIN's assets are. They have a total assets of over $6 billion. Okay, and when you look at what they hold, any of these high volume type things, high, market cap, or high balance, I should say, any of these high balance type items will allow more liquidity for withdrawals. But when you get into lower cap stuff like KASPA or anything 40, 50, 60 or micro caps, it's very, very hard for them to provide the liquidity for that, I believe. And so it's always important to use promo code Freeman down below to get 10% off your Tangent wallet and be able to store your crypto in a cold storage wallet. It is very, very, very important. So what I'm looking for, I am looking for a pullback to 10 cents. I don't know if it'll happen, and I don't think it's deserved because of the, principles of KASPA, but I expect human beings to do it out of fear. And fear is something that makes people make irrational decisions and sell their bags. And I will be there personally to buy them. But as always, guys, I want to welcome you to Freeman Finance and Crypto, where if it makes money, it makes sense. Thank you all for watching. Please watch this video above and subscribe to the channel. And remember, this isn't a sales pitch, but always store your crypto on a cold storage wallet and don't leave it up to exchanges. Thank you.